Stop trying to get validated from the outside world. Focus on yourself and take time to truly love and romance yourself. You matter and you're beautiful. Hi everyone, welcome back over to my channel. If this is your first time watching, well, welcome over here. My name is Amy, and over here we talk about pretty much everything beauty, fashion, lifestyle, DIY, and I am happy to have you around. Okay, to all my returning subscribers, you know the drill. Welcome back over to the channel, and if you're new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video from more. If you watched my last video, I did make mention that I wanted to bring a series called The Girl Chat, okay? And today we're gonna have an honest conversation. I think the society that we live in, the generation that we live in, we do need to have this conversation sometimes. Sometimes it could get uncomfortable. And I can come here and sit down and probably talk about some of these things. Not saying that I'm a perfect person, and I'm far from being perfect. I'm a work in progress, and I have taken the time this year to actually truly work on me. I hope this would kind of help some of you guys find your path and also take that route in walking towards yourself. Now, I said all of this to say we are living in a generation whereby everyone is doing it now for the gram. Like, you know, it's either you know it or not, consciously or unconsciously, you're doing it for the gram, you're doing it for social media, you're doing it for the likes, you're doing it for the following. We're all guilty of this. The focus on today's topic, you guys, is to focus on yourself. Focus on bettering yourself. Invest in your mind, invest in yourself, and this is mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever you think is going to make you and yourself better, focus on that. Because let me tell you something, when these cameras are turned off, when your phone is turned off and no one is watching, it's just going to be left with no one but yourself. And when you lay down on that bed, you know true to yourself that you're not happy inside. No matter how much you want to portray and project happiness on this social media, if you're not happy, like honestly and truly to yourself, like you just are not happy. If you're not focusing on yourself and working on developing yourself and loving yourself, you're going to be shadowed by these clouds, which is the community and what they think and what society thinks. I believe the reason why most people lose themselves in this war of social media is because they are thinking too much of the number of views, the number of likes, who wants me, who cares about me. Nothing is done for ourselves. We're doing everything to please the public, and that is just absolutely just so sad and so depressing, and it could lead you to a point that you lose yourself, and it will lead you to depression and all these things. And I think it's important that we self-love, self-care, and self-reflect. Pay for a therapist, like talk to someone, spend time with yourself, listen to YouTube videos, just listen to podcasts. There is so many avenues that you don't even have to spend money. Like YouTube is free. You have time to sit on Instagram every single day. Don't tell me you don't have the internet to actually just sit down and do some self-reflection and learn things. And sometimes you don't even need to listen to anyone. Listen to yourself. Like when everything is turned off, like I said, you'll be able to speak to yourself and be honest to yourself. I listened to this guy, and I think I've made mention her in one of my previous videos, by the name of Jay Shetty. And this guy has truly and honestly just helped my mind so much into understanding myself and believing in myself and just focusing on myself a lot. I will leave her YouTube link down in the description, so in case you guys want to actually listen to some of these conversations, you can. Focusing on yourself also include learning a new hobby, learning a new hobby, finding out your true self, finding out what you really are. We all are talented in different ways, and you just have to find that in yourself. Let me tell you, when you focus on yourself, these things are going to start popping out. They'll start coming out to you, and they will, like, you would know what your true calling is. Like, I'm telling you, when you focus on all the rah, what X, Y, Z, E, F, G is doing, you're just getting lost. That's just the fact, okay? You're just gonna get lost because you are going to not focus on what the path you want to take. You're just wanting to be like everyone else around, and that's when you're gonna lose yourself. Find a new hobby, go out, exercise, walk out if that makes you happy. Spend time by yourself. I used to be so scared of spending time by myself. I always want people around. I always want someone be with me. But when I started getting into this journey of actually like self-reflect and self-love, I can pretty much be at home by myself and just listen to podcast upon podcast and upon podcast. And I've truly been finding myself and finding the things that matter and focusing on me. And trust me, it has benefited me a lot, and it has just changed my mindset. But when I started like finding myself, like I started understanding that there's nothing in this world that I can't achieve if I put my mind on it. You just have to focus your mind onto the things that truly matter to you. What matters to me can be different from you and can be different from any other person. So focus on you. Find a true hobby that is going to make you happy. Go out, exercise, run, go for a walk, spend time with yourself, read a book, listen to a podcast. I used to think like self-care was just a thing like for the gram or for YouTube, but doing self-care routines for yourself, you guys, this is going to change your life, okay? Take a day where you just say, today is the day for me. I am going to focus on me. I'm going to self-care. Like if you don't have the money to go and get your nails done, fix your hair, get your makeup done, or get a facial, you can do these things at home. Get your own facial at home, relax. I have a cousin who on Fridays will sit home and do her nails. And I used to think she was just being bougie, but now that I understand, I'm like, no, she was not being bougie. She was truly taking care of herself, and she values that time. She would sit home, take her nails out, polish her nails, do her facial, and she felt so at peace and so relaxed. And every time I see her doing this, I'm like, man, this girl is too bougie for me, okay? But now I truly understand why you need that. You need that time for yourself. You self-care, you self-love. Even when you're married, you guys, I feel like it's important for you to have a day to yourself at least once a month, okay, or twice a month, where you take time for yourself. We allow, being it a man or woman, we allow too much of the other sex to just control our minds. We allow men as women to control our minds, to control how we think and how we feel about ourselves. You get to a point you start losing yourself because you are so focused on trying to make someone fall in love with you that you've lost yourself. Honey, we can't do that. We can't allow, it goes for both ways. Like even for men, I'm speaking from a woman's perspective because I am a woman and that's what I truly understand, right? But we can't just take our whole lives and let it revolve around a particular sex. Like I can't just sit here, and I think there was a time that I lost myself because I was so focused on, oh, you need to love me, I want them to love me, I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D. I've been watching this TikTok lately, which is so funny. It says no matter what you do, you can probably have like the hottest body. If he don't want to stay with you, he's not gonna stay with you. You can look like Marilyn Monroe. If he don't want to be with you, he's not gonna be with you. And finding true love, you guys, is focusing on yourself. When you focus on yourself and you love on yourself, you're going to find all these things. Because I'm not going to be here and loving on someone who can't even love themselves. I can't. At this point in my life, I'm truly focusing, my energy is on me, and I'm just focusing on me. And I think another important point, you guys, is we need to learn to be selfish. I think for some reason society has made it seem as being selfish is such a bad thing. I'm not saying being selfish to the point you're hurting other people, but you have to be selfish in loving yourself. You have to be selfish in focusing on you. I put me first before anybody else. That's the mindset I am on right now. I don't care who you are, um, what you do, or what you have. I come first. I am selfish in loving myself, and I don't care what anybody else think. I love me before I love anybody else. And if you love yourself truly and honestly, you are going to attract the right partner. And attracting the right partner is not like the only thing you should be focusing on when you're being selfish with yourself. I'm just saying this because I know some people, that's what they want. But I'm saying this to say that when you're being selfish with yourself, that's when you're going to actually find your true self. So be selfish with yourself and loving yourself. Another thing is learning to say no. Guys, I think that's also another problem that we have. We just don't want to say no. We feel bad saying no because we don't want to offend anyone. And let me tell you, when you are a people pleaser, you're going to struggle, you're going to suffer, and you are not going to be happy because you're going to spend your whole entire life trying to please people and trying to please everyone else. We are focused on just saying yes, yes, yes to everyone, pleasing everyone, trying to be friends with everyone. You know, if your friends call you up to go out and you can't go say no. Say no. Like, have the courage to say no. I can't. People are gonna get mad at you for saying no. People want people to just be people, like to say yes and be a people pleaser, say yes to everything. Can I have $10,000? Yes. Absolutely no. If I don't have it, I don't have it. Call me the bad guy. At this stage in my life, at this point in my life, I'm not trying to please anyone. I am going to do what truly and genuinely makes me happy, and that's what I'm focusing on. And if you ask me for anything that I can't give, girl, it's a no. It's a no. I'm sorry, it's a no. Because what this leads to is for us to now do things and be squeezing, you know, and be like dabbling, going to like take a loan and do all these things just so I can please everyone else and show everyone else in the public that, you know, I got it going on, I'm fine. We just truly have to genuinely just be ready to just say no. And I think the reason why we go through some of these issues that we go through in life is just because we just are not willing to say no. Another thing that is truly important is for to meditate. You know, I'm not the best at this. I'm still trying to like learn how to meditate and figure out how to meditate. I don't even think I know how to meditate, but I am trying to get into meditating because it's just so important to meditate. I laugh at my sister every single time, Juka, who loves to meditate. Like every single morning when you go to her house, she's meditating. And when you start talking to her, she's like, shh. I'm like, please don't disturb me. But truly and honestly, I have when I started listening more to some of these people that I listen to, I have seen and I have understand the importance of actually meditating and taking that time to yourself. And I'm saying this to you guys, but this is something that I also have to do myself, which is to meditate and just to truly be with my inner me and just understanding myself and just relaxing my mind and focusing on my true self and just being happy within me. I think it is very, very important. Stop looking outside for validation. I can't emphasize enough on this. Honestly, the reason why most of these negative things are happening to us is because we're looking for validation from outside too much. We're looking for the world to clap for us. We're looking for everyone else to say how amazing you're doing. Oh, you're doing such a great job. Oh, you're doing amazing. We're not truly just believing in that. Like, we're not truly believing that, oh, I'm doing great. I said it before, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. When you go to bed, society is at their own homes. None of them are with you. We focus too much on what society have to say. That's why we get into the mess we get into. That's why we lose ourselves, because we want society to validate everything that we're doing. To a point these days, I feel like people don't even want to be successful anymore. People just want to be known. People don't want to be successful. People just want to be known and heard of. Best believe it's not a popularity contest. It's ridiculous sometimes, the things that we do. But I think once we start having these honest conversations and we start focusing on loving ourselves, it's going to start making sense to us. And I promise you, take your time and just follow some of these things that we've talked about today. Being it you being in the eyes of the social media, or you just a normal person out there, a young person in your teens who is just starting to find their self. Take time for yourself. I think it's time for you to take time and focus on you and your mental health. Work on yourself, focus on yourself, be selfish, say no, and stop trying to get validated from the outside world. It just does not help. Take time, meditate, and do all these things. I hope this was helpful. I hope, even if it's one person who's going to watch this video, I hope this video was able to just kind of shift your mindset a little bit and make you focus on you. And I truly and honestly, I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Focus on yourself and take time to truly love and romance yourself. You matter, and you're beautiful, and you are worth it. Don't worry about what your peers are doing. Don't worry about what society deem as normal. I genuinely and truly believe that each one of you do have a purpose in life, and you just have to take time to just focus on yourself and just find that true gift that you've been gifted. Because I'm telling you, if you stop focusing on everyone else and you focus on you, you're going to find that gift that God has given you. I hope you're going to have more topics to cover and have a lot more girl to girl chat or girl talk. Or listen, it doesn't just have to be the girls. This is a girl boy, boy girl, girl to girl conversation, but I will say a heart to heart talk that we will have over here, because I believe everyone can benefit from these conversations sometimes. Well, this is what I had for you today on Heart to Heart, Girl Talk, whatever you want to call it. Let me comment down below what name you want us to call this series, Heart to Heart or Girl Talk. Whatever you guys think, let me know in the comment section below. I hope this was helpful. I know I was quite serious today because I am never this serious and it's so wild. Again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a bit. And again, be true to yourself, love yourself, and be kind to yourself, and focus on you, because you truly do matter. I love you all so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I can't wait. I hope this was helpful, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I love you guys for watching.